Hey and welcome to this Kendall Jenner workout. This video is made up of 4 exercises that Kendall Jenner does to maintain her body. We're going to do each one for 45 seconds with a 15-second rest in between. We're starting with 45 seconds of a side plank and crunch. All the exercises in this video are great at toning your abs, and this is no exception. It is quite a tricky one, so it might take you some practice, and it's all about balance. So you really need to engage those abs to enable your knee to come and lift and meet your elbow. Don't forget to switch over halfway so that you work both sides equally. With this exercise, try not to let your hips dip closer to the floor. You want to maintain that nice plank position. 3, 2, 1, and we're on to our first 15-second rest. Next up, we're doing something called the Superman plank. Now there are a couple of different ways to do this. Here we go, and I'm starting by showing you a slightly modified version by just lifting one limb at a time. If you're a beginner, I would advise starting with this version before moving on to anything more difficult. Next, I'm going to show you how you can challenge yourself a little bit if you want to, by lifting an arm and a leg off together. This takes a lot of balance and control, and you really need to hold your abs in order to do this. Three, 2, 1, and you're into another 15-second rest. Ready for our third exercise? We are just doing some ab reaches. Now the aim of this isn't necessarily for your hands to reach all the way to your toes, but just as far up your leg as possible whilst engaging the abs. Another good tip is trying not to make sure that your head doesn't hit the floor on the way down. You want to reach up, and then on your way down, just hover your head off the floor without it actually touching. This is going to keep your abs engaged the whole time, and it's actually going to help you see improvements sooner. Three, 2, 1. We're into a third and final rest stop before our last exercise. Now this last one is quite tricky. We're going to be doing some Russian twists. So going halfway back into a sit-up position, we're just going to twist our torso from right to left. You don't have to clasp your hands in front of you when doing this. I just find it easiest to do so. What is important is that your elbow is almost touching the floor every time you twist. You also want to make sure that your abs are engaged so that as you're twisting, you can feel them working. If you're sat too high up, they won't be engaged and you won't feel the benefits. If you want to make this even harder, try lifting your heels off the ground an inch or 2. 3, 2, 1, and I'll see you next time.